Hello, everybody. Today in 1964, Harpo Marx died. He and his brothers have produced 13 comedy films, or all of which really centered around their slapstick kind of quick-fire verbal humour and their relationship with each other. But Harpo was the one who didn't say anything. The brothers were very anxious to make sure that it was known this wasn't because of any disability of his or anything wrong with his voice or accent. It's just the way his character emerged. Um, but there was still a lot to him. And one of his gags, one of his trademarks, was to produce items from huge pockets in his massive greatcoat. So that on one occasion, Groucho said to him, "You can't burn the candle at both ends." So he produced from one of his pockets a candle burning at both ends. And another occasion, a homeless man asked him for a coffee, and he produced a great big cup of coffee steaming away with saucer and spoon. He had this ability to produce, as if from nowhere, something surprising. And I think today that's what I want to celebrate in our human nature. That so often in the people that we know, they're able to produce something as if from nowhere that surprises us, something about them that we didn't know. And one of the wonderful things about relationships is that however well you know somebody, you never know them completely, and you're still capable of being surprised by something they do or say. And I think that's wonderful. But often, uh, too, this is something you discover about them that they did that you didn't know. People often say at funerals, you discover things about the people you thought you knew that you never knew they did. And certainly there was one of Harpo's secretive activities was in 1933 when he spent some time in Moscow working, and he became a courier. It was just after America and Russia had established diplomatic relationships, but they were still on a really suspect footing. So the ambassador in Moscow used Harpo Marx as a courier, taking letters taped to his leg back to America. Not something you would have thought of being associated with him. And I think it's often the case that people that we know have done things and been places that we wouldn't have suspected. There's always that mystery about people, something I want us to celebrate today.